Just go from there. Try to save some time. Oh, this is a clan battle. Okay, so Monkeybombs here. Hey, cool. Well, that can work. We haven't done a clan battle yet this season, so let's do it. Actually, we have done a clan. Anyway, gearing. I like using the gearing in clan battles. I don't know that it's necessarily the best choice. Destroyer, but it's what you got, I suppose. Zath. Alright, flag-wise, we've got speed flag, anti-det, flood chance, fire reduction, single reload, anti-air, and fire chance. That's what you want in a destroyer and clan battles. Yeah, absolutely, man. Go ahead and send in replays to me. I'd be happy to help you out. I'll give you some pointers. Very helpful for new players. Helpful for immediate and advanced too, I would hope, but they give you some pointers and stuff. Okay, so when we do clan battles, I typically try to go kind of away from the ship, cover what's going on as a whole. Obviously, if we need to go back to the ship to cover what's going on with you individually, that's fine too, but clan battles is a big team-based affair. So, you've got 2 destroyers. Let's first start with our breakdown of players and ships. So you've got 2 destroyers, Moskva, Zath, Hindenburg, Des Moines, Yamato. Now, right off the bat, I'm looking at that and saying, guys, pick like 2 of those and get really good with them. I mean, I don't know. The Hindenburg is okay, but it's been nerfed to the ground, unfortunately. So I would say you're better off picking up another Zath, Henri, or Moskva, or even another Des Moines. I think would be more useful. And you've got a Yamato too. On the enemy team, the Montana versus Yamato. Montana is much quicker, so you can remaneuver, get on the other flank quicker, that sort of thing. And it's got pretty good guns against the Des Moines, a broadside Hindenburg, Zath, broadside Moskva. Des Moines, fine. Worcester is an interesting choice for clan battles. I find it takes so long for Worcester's HE to do enough damage to justify taking it out. Henri, okay, they've got a Hindenburg. Now they've got a Stalingrad, which means they automatically win, and a Shimakaze that's running 12 torpedoes. So I would say that your first thought should be, we need to get this Shima figured out. We need to get the early spots. And we gotta watch. So an Henri typically likes to go for the flanks. Have to be careful of that. Hindenburg will be in the back. Stalingrad. So Stalingrad can appear over here, maybe even over here. So just be thinking about that for positioning. That sort of thing. Alright, anyway, let's get to what your team is doing. Your team is putting the Hindenburg kind of out there, which is an interesting choice. Des Moines. So you guys are pushing heavily down towards C-Cap, it looks like. And you're only really gonna have Hindenburg there helping. Now their Des Moines is crashing the island south. This is a big island, so a lot of people like to think that they're safe over there. But they really aren't. And the reason for that is because of this very large flat area right here. You notice how this island over here has got those rocks that are protruding? The northern side of this island is far better for Des Moines than the southern side. So this Des Moines made a big mistake by going to that spot there. The Des Moines is actually better off at this island here, or even where the booster is. So we're going to get into your action here because you're being radared and shot at. Why you're not looking at your targets that are shooting at you. One thing you want to be thinking about is dodging those shells and not just driving in a straight line and stuff. I am amazed they haven't really done much. Now's a good opportunity to smoke up your clanmate here. Get him safe. Get him to the position where he can be spamming shells at people. 15,000 coal on that container, huh? Okay, so the Hindenburg is going to end up going for Henri. Probably a good idea. Now look down here. You've got Stalingrad, Henri, Worcester. Your Hindenburg is trying to get behind cover here. But your smoke is going to provide him with that cover. So I think it's a bad idea for him to be sailing so far out here. This smoke was completely wasted because the Hindenburg player kept turning away and had a different idea of what he was going to do. He's going to be safe now, but the problem is he's not in the smoke, so as soon as he starts shooting, he's going to get spotted. Right, Cthulhu. But this is a clan battle, which means that you should have really good communication. You should have, comms, voice comms. You're talking to the person. Hey, Nigel, alright, I'm coming for you. I'm going to smoke you up. Cut speed. Or, where do you want the smoke, Nigel? And then he can say, I want the smoke on me. When I smoke a friendly cruiser, I always smoke in front of him. And wherever he wants to go. So if he wants to go more mid, then I'm going to smoke in front of him and angle towards mid. Because you want to give him that smoke tunnel so he can get out. Okay, so now we've gone back to unspotted things with you, so I'm going to turn back over here. So Nigel made a mistake here. He shot, and because he shot now, he's getting spammed by everything. See that there? The Stalingrad throwing AP at him, which was a bad idea. The Henri is HEing him, which is fine. The Henri, if it's got a IFHE, is going to pen the deck with the Hindenburg, that 50mm deck. Alright, so he's shooting back at the Des Moines. Now, if he really wants to shoot at the Des Moines, the best time for him to do that is going to be when the Des Moines is tapping. It's already happened. So these shots here serve really not much of a purpose because he's gonna lose the damage trade. Now, important to point out that Monkey here got a flood. He got a flood, I think, on the Henri. So again, voice comms. Talk to Nigel. Nigel, flood on the Henri. His DCP is down. Nigel should be shooting at the Henri right now. Now you're using your smoke to your advantage here. Look at this, guys. He's keeping the Henri in front, or between the smoke and himself. The Des Moines is too far away to be able to detect him, so he was able to get some cheeky shots in for free. Yamato takes down the Montana. That's going to be a big help. Notice the Montana's positioning in the mid, and Yamato went mid too. Well, that's right, Cthulhu. Getting behind because of the bloom penalty? Absolutely yes. The bloom penalty, what he's talking about there is when you're in smoke and you fire your main guns, you're detected up to a certain point based on the gun caliber balance. So, yes, if you get too close and open up, then the same thing will happen, but in my opinion, you're far better off being in that smoke, shooting, realizing you done effed up, and popping your, and then just stopping shooting, because you got 20 seconds of guaranteed, detection, and you stop shooting, and then you run away or you heal. So, I would much rather have a smoke on me and cut that risk in. Meanwhile, for whatever reason, the Henri has decided to go south again. Now the Yamato has a really good shot on him. So let's go take a look at what's happening over here. Those torpedoes are looking really good on the Henri, by the way. As your Yamato now goes broadside to the Stalingrad. That's not a good idea. Your Yamato is really misplaying this. He should be ducking behind this island here and then turning out, or just, you know, sitting put. But instead, he's showing all of his side, and he's showing his citadel. And there goes the Stalingrad. You see that all the time in ranked last season, when it was tier 10. Yamato's just getting owned by Stalingrads. And Wings is right. You could have gone back to Hindenburg and smoked him, or at the very least, you know, talk to him right now and say, I'm going to smoke for you. Where do you want it? Get that smoke figured out. Stalingrad is using his radar. That's not to be expected, or not, you know, no surprise there, I should say. You're well within his radar range. Thing is, it's only 20-second smoke, or 20-second radar, 24 seconds with the module, so it's not going to last that long. Des Moines, you're outside of Des Moines' range for radar, so that's good. Roosevelt takes down the Shimakaze over here. One of the nice things about double destroyer builds, you can go and one of the destroyers can find the enemy, go from there. Be careful about ducking into range here. He most likely has his radar on. He doesn't. But with you being spotted that close and the Des Moines knowing where you are, I'm surprised he didn't turn his radar on after the Stalingrad's radar went. Now Hindenburg has that 1/4 HE pen, so it's a decent counter to a Stalingrad, to a Moscow, whatever. But there we go. Problem is, it doesn't have the DPM necessary anymore. Rate of fire nerf really hurts it. Now he's shooting AP at the Stalingrad. I think he was shooting the Des Moines earlier. He was broadsiding. But now he switched to HE, which is what he wants to do. But look at all the damage he's taken. He should be going dark right now. He's shooting. Yep, there he goes. Cthulhu, you're asking about the smoke module. So the smoke module increases the amount of time that you lay the smoke. So in other words, if you're moving full speed, then the smoke that you lay will be larger in area. However, if you're one of those players that likes to hit the smoke button and then stop immediately and reverse into your smoke, it's really not going to be that effective. And to keep in mind that you're also trading off the duration of your smoke. That's less, so that last puff, though being puffed later, lasts less time. So you have to be thinking about when you want to be using that. Like Saru says, anything in USN benefits from that because of the way that the characteristics of the smoke are. Really, they're the only ones that have any kind of benefit from that module, other than smoke creeping ships like Perth, Haida, and Wanghae. I like how your group to the south is kind of stayed together here, and we can't see them because they're so far off away from Monkey here, but obviously the enemy cruisers are kind of stuck, and you're going to see them kind of get whittled down. Your Grozervoy wisely going for ACAP ensures the win. Go from 20 seconds to 14 seconds. Are bringing up the point of laying the torps together. So if you lay the torps together, you get a torpedo wall, which means that you increase your chances of getting a single hit. If you stagger the torps, and by staggering means you fire the torps, then wait for 10 seconds or 25 seconds, depending on the target you're aiming at, you get the first hit, and then they get a flood, they DCP immediately, and then later the second round torps hits, and that's a perma flood. The thing is, in a clan battle situation, personally, I would go for the torpedo spread that you're doing there. I want to get the best chance of getting my shots, torpedoes to do damage. The long float over time is It's fun, sure. I just don't know that it's effective enough. Put it that way. Okay, guys. Next up is going to be a Des Moines replay. Is that any of you guys send in a Des Moines replay? Let me know. Well, Wings of Death, what was the map that you sent to? Doing that, I'm gonna draw. That's Mr. Purple Sky. Just send me a message and I'll get you your code. Well, Sarah, that's true. So, you know, you can wait 30 seconds and see how they're gonna react and then shoot from there. That's true.